Hello y'all. Welcome to part 2 of my Frankfurt Republic playthrough in the Hearts of Iron 4 mod, Autumn of Nations. In part 1, we invaded Dahomey here in Africa, West Africa. We got some industry from Cameroon. We took their factories, essentially. Also, we invaded part of the Arabian Peninsula, defeated Oman in the Second Saudi state, and besides that, the Bohemian Empire, which is based out of Prague, where the capital is Prague, they attacked us. And we also got Austria to join our faction, the Kiel Accords. And now let's pause, or no, not yet. Free dockyards. What can we make? More destroyers, probably. Yes, more destroyers, please. Get some more planes. Get some more squadrons. Set up, please. More fighters. That's what I like to see. We need more fighters, more bombers also. Come on now, more fighters, more bombers. That's a lot of fighters. So these guys are all going to be focusing on Czechoslovakia, the airspace there. So just concentrate our power and try to just dominate the skies. Modified government, what can we do? Let's go to partial mobilization now. Besides that, let's also go ahead and do, what can we do here? Industrial concern, complete. Let's get Krupp. Maybe Krupp would be better. Yeah, it seems like the best choice here. If you want research speed, and Austria wants to join a war, they're already involved in the war. I don't know what they're doing. Doctrines available, land doctrine. We're doing grand battle plan, so continue down our way there. We started off with grand battle plan already researched, so why shift from it? I should have probably gone with superior firepower, so maybe some mistakes are being made there, but whatever. Continue advancing though. After we get done with this war, we may choose to fight the Turks, Ottomans, who control a massive faction, but we have a war goal on their subject, the independent vilayet of Arabia here, as well as Yemen, who is part of the Constantinople system. We want their fuel. We just want oil. We need more factories. Or we may need to just get off of free trade. Possibly. Appease Shaswig is done. Now, in our focus tree, let's complete. Prepare to fuel reserves. That's a lot of fuel. With the amount of... Okay, that's the development of oil-driven ships, blah, blah, blah. Let's focus on this war, though. Can't read focuses right now. Here's more colonial regiments. Go ahead and take Army 3, send them off. We have Army 3, who's protecting all of the German colonies. Well, German territories overseas. We gotta keep advancing here. Capture Brunner, whatever it's called. Get more divisions, a lot more infantry now. Deploy them to the front, bring them there. Make more support equipment. Or artillery, maybe. Yes, do that. We definitely need to get away from free trade. Free trade is not working for us. Get some steel from the Americans. Continue our push, please. These guys are folding. They don't have the numbers to oppose us. And here's some colonial regiments. Bring them to Army 3, who is so large at this point. Army 3 is just a bunch of garrison troops. Advance from Austria, or let's remake our front line ever so slightly with our military here. Establish this front line and push into Brno, Austria, and whatever's left of the Bohemian Empire, who wanted Sudetenland. This is what this war is over. They wanted Sudetenland. We said no, and this is what we get. Doctrines available. Land doctrine. Prepared defense should work. We need more fuel. I will acknowledge that. And now, what can we do? Get some motorized, maybe? I don't know. Possibly. Just win this war. Come on, cut them off. Prepare to fuel reserves is done. And at this point, let's complete experiment with synthetic oil. If we ever find ourselves cut off from imports, our industry and military will begin to suffer fast. By using a recently discovered Schultz process, we can produce our own fuel. So that will help us out a tiny bit with fuel production. I should build some synthetic refineries now that I think about it. Let's build some now. In fact, because we are struggling with oil, I don't have to trade people constantly for fuel. It gets a little annoying, frankly, because the factories we use for trade we could be using to build stuff in Germany. And now let's get this researched here. The MG34 that support weapons too, or I think and so anyway. Well, I guess keep advancing here. The enemy is still standing somehow. These guys are cut off nearly. You think they would be? Russia declared war on White Russia, and that is the Council Republics of Russia, who is communist. They are fighting the government of White Russia, who is non. a line. And can we reach the enemy capital with so many units? We may need to actually move back. Now that I think about it, this isn't working. I have so many units concentrated in one area. This is absurd. This is crazy. So let's fall back ever so slightly. They concentrated all their units around the capital. Move back. Yeah, move back. This isn't working. This is not working at all. Just move back to Prague, possibly. So reposition our military. Army Group 1 is going to go into a different location. And I'm hoping by doing this, the enemy will be convinced to move outside of where their current positions are. That could mean that we can advance on a more weaker, well, a less defended position. And that is the plan. So they're moving out as expected. Nice. And they're moving some more units. They should fight the Austrians soon, I hope. And just let them move wherever they please. Let's now research, exploit our mines. And it says here, Germany is blessed with resources. We need to dig deeper to ensure our place in the 20th century. And this will give us tungsten and aluminum, I believe. And here's some more colonial regiments. Send them to the 3rd Army. And let's stop getting as many colonial regiments put together. We don't need them as much anymore. Just focus on getting main infantry divisions deployed, also some motorized units. Let's give our panzer divisions, let's change that up slightly. Go from, do this, tanks. Why do we have a Bison 2 project? What in the world is that? Whatever, just go light tanks. Do all this now. Artillery, motorized infantry, no, that's not it. Motorized artillery, finish that up. And give these guys more motorized. 20 width should work, I would think. There we go, that's done. And free military factories, build more tanks, evidently. Yes, we need more tanks. The enemy is moving forward as expected, that's what I need them to do. They are spreading out ever so slightly, so just advance forward. Doctrines available. Let's go to superior firepower, yeah. Just do that for soft attack. Grand battle plan will not be useful if we're being aggressive. Modify officer corps, don't worry about it. Doctrines available. Oh, this is air. Let's go to formation fly. We're going to go with close air support. We just need close air support to carry us here. Austria is making some progress against the enemy. Good for them. Let the Bohemian Empire take a little bit more land before we attack. MP-38 has been researched, and that's going to be more advanced weapons for us. Research this here. Basic engine. Why did I not do that already? Oh well. And we have to get more weapons produced. There we go. So let's now get more steel, I guess, from the Americans. Also, let's go ahead and cut off our country from. Go to export focus now. Exploit our mines is done. Hopefully our resources won't be as used at this point. Yeah, we're doing a lot better with steel now that we're not trading with everyone. And that really did take us down a notch in terms of factories, so that is a problem. So unfortunately for us, we're going to have to stop focusing on, well, we won't have those extra factories anymore to build tons of fuel refineries. It's fine though. Let's get our army in position once again. Army 3, here we go. Army Group 1. Their plan is quite simple. All they got to do is advance forward and overwhelm the enemy and win. Now that the enemy's not as concentrated in their defensive areas, move forward, please win. Win this war so we can focus on fighting, say, the Ottomans instead. Here's some new infantry divisions. We're going to have to get one new army established. Yeah, let's do that now. Get a new army here. And Fyodor von Bock is going to lead them. Break the enemy. We're just going to take their capital. Take their capital, and that's it. Take nothing but the capital. Focus on the capital, and I may have to invade these Slovakia. Slovakia is providing the fascist Bohemian Empire with access, with, military access. It's very annoying. Focus here, though. Overwhelm these guys. Can we cut them off from supplies? We cannot. This is so irritating. They just get stuck in their in their city, and they can't get kicked out of it. Focus here again, though. Focus here also. It's over. And let's puppet them. Take all states. Pass. Or will Austria try to do this? Pass. Supervised state. Yeah, it's a puppet now. In turn. We're done. And that's it for what's now the Czech Republic. So we're gonna go and fight the Ottoman Empire now. The Czech Republic is a thing. They're part of the Kiel Accords. So let's move the entire army here and prepare to move into the independent violate of, well, into the enemy territory there. We have tons of divisions at this point. This is absurd. Let's actually do it this way. get one army to focus on Yemen, who we're going to have to fight because they're in the Ottoman faction, and get the rest of Army Group 2 up here. Army Group 1, I mean, focus on pushing toward, I guess, Syria and Palestine and all those areas. Let's research this now. Copy France, get some infrastructure. And besides that, doctrines available. Land doctrine, unlock delay. And let's get Army 5 here. They're going to set up in this part. Yeah, they're going to have to be useful for naval invasion. They're going to attack Kuwait. That's the plan for them. Let's also get our navy set up at this point. And also at this point, oh, well, besides all that, let's expand the air base we have in Arabia. Down here, where is it? Okay, this pre-existing one, Oman, built this airport originally, but we're just going to expand upon it to put more of our navy there. And besides that, let's merge this navy together, then split it up again. They're going to be doing garrison, well, they're going to be using, we're going to use one of these task force for naval invasion support, and the other one will be used for, say, establishing naval supremacy in the Persian Gulf, since we'll need that to navally invade Kuwait. And should I attack them there, or maybe not? I don't know, I gotta rethink that. Let me attack a different part of the country instead, not Kuwait, but attack this part right here. That would be, yeah, Basra. Aim for that instead. Turkey, well, the Ottomans have more divisions than the independent Vilayet of Armenia. I mean, Arabia does. Modify officer corps. Spirit of the army, let's go with quick improvisation or no. Overwhelming firepower, let's do that. Yes, do all that. And our army will take some time to arrive in the Middle East, but once they're there, we'll begin our war. Material designer, let's get Ryan. No. Mauser. That would be a good choice, I think. Research slots available, a lot of them. Research this. Research. My sword's been puppeted by the French, I think. Research all this. And research computing machine. And let's bring our a little bit of our navy, no, our air force over to Arabia. Take all these planes in Brandenburg, bring them to the air base here, and their goal is to just dominate the skies of Arabia for the German, well, for the Frankfurt Republic, which is kind of like the Weimar Republic in terms of naming. Bring more planes over, bring the entire air force over, I don't care. Just bring everything over, transfer everything. A few more planes should do. We're going to have the entire German Air Force operating out of Arabia to just defeat the Ottomans and their puppets. And our units have arrived. Let's give Army 5 a different color. Who has a few? I gave them a few Colonial Regiment divisions, I believe. Give them the color of green. Good. And who else? Actually, never mind. Here's a motorized division. Give them the Army 5. Army 5 can keep their Colonial Regiments for now. Let's go ahead and declare war. Not yet, actually. Someone fell ill. That's unfortunate. And technology to research. What can we do here? What can we research? Go to planes. Research, say, that's still too far ahead. Do we have naval invasion? Do we have the basic stuff? Okay, we do have landing. Transport ships. Let's research bracket shooting. Go ahead and get the Navy deployed in the Persian Gulf. That's the plan. Deploy these guys here. And their plan is quite simple. They just got to patrol the Persian Gulf. I got to delete an order, though. Still, it's just some old order from when we invaded Oman. We had to go into the Arabian Sea, so patrol here, and have this other one do naval invasion support. And no national focus set, do tax surplus of 1935, whatever, and we're ready to begin the war whenever. So let's declare war now. Begin the war, call all of our allies here. Or do we even need allies? We could get Lend-Lease if we did this. Whatever, just declare war. They called in all of their allies. And we got to get our new front line worked out. We are here, so let's get this finished. Yeah, we got to fix this front line at this point. It couldn't be made one unified front line for some reason, but it has to be made into one now. We're just trying to defend where we can. The naval invasion has been launched. Begin the attack when possible. We got to be aggressive. The enemy should be, yeah, they lost their city already. So we got to get the rest of Army 4 or 5, whatever, get them out here. Stop making colonial regiments, deploy these units. So move all these units over to the 5th Army. Move this unit there as well. It will take some time for those reinforcements to arrive. And Army 3 is all filled up now with divisions. And the goal here is just to advance and open up a new front with 13 divisions for the Germans. And that should make a difference, I think, in just distracting Turkey as we try to move through Arabia. And we had to build up tons of railroads in Arabia, which was an ordeal. And I may have to move an army away from Arabia. I don't know. Take Baghdad, though. Move there. We also had to take Mecca, I think, or Medina, Jeddah, whatever. The enemy... Yeah, we're having issues with supplies here. Let's go ahead and change our supply, well, the motorization. Let's go, say, up to trucks, and trucks for all these supply hubs. You're going with trucks. We have tons of them, so it should be helpful. And we just need to drive out these Ottoman troops. Take Baghdad, please. We need more troops in this area. Drive back the enemy, hold our ground. We have taken out, well, we defeated some enemy soldiers. Take these provinces here. And we have captured 2 ports. We captured Kuwait City. We need more divisions. Where's the rest of the army? They're making their way over. So just get here, please. Every unit we need more units here. The enemy is moving some divisions away from the front line, as expected. So just keep driving forward, unite the front lines for our units. And the German army is now linked up with the 5th Army, so let's now focus the entirety of Army Group 1 on attacking all of, well, with our unified front line, begin attacking more of the Constantinople system's defenses. And let's get this over with. Push forward. We can do this. There we go. And what happened? Oh, we still have Baghdad. Yeah, it's cut off at this point. That is awkward. Tax surplus of 1935 is done. Save this division here. That is unfortunate for them. They're cut off. Save them. Save them. Oh, wait, I didn't fix that. Whoops. Different army. So let's do this again and begin the attack across all of the Constantinople system's territory. And we're trying to push into Syria, the rest of Arabia, Yemen, and part of Palestine. No national focus set. Let's do financial capital of Europe to get a few civilian factories. And I think Turkey will have some issues pushing us back at this point in time. We have a lot more divisions than they do. They do have some puppet troops, though. They have, I mean, they're supplemented by their puppets, so maybe that will make a difference. We have some, our planes have arrived also, so they are doing operations, doing fine with fuel. Let's go ahead and dock our navy. We don't need them operating anymore because their goal was to just get those initial troops landed. And I don't think the Ottoman Navy is too big of a concern for us. And that's why we're going to just dock the Navy now. Good. And keep advancing forward. And let's have the colonial regiments from Army 5 be shifted over to Army 3. And they are going to garrison any of the territory we captured belonging to the Ottomans at this point in time. Well, victory points, air bases, all that stuff. Just protect those areas. We've lost Baghdad. I mean, that was not too surprising because we had to move our troops around ever so slightly. Can we invade? Get into Yemen, please. Use force attack. I mean, yeah, push forward. Any railways are needed. Probably. Build a lot of railways. This is going to be fun. We've got to build a lot of railways indeed. So get this done here. Build more railways as we advance into the Arabia. Come on now. Build more railways. There's so many railways. And supplies could be better. Connect this supply hub. Get that done. And that will take some time, but it will be finished. The Ottomans are crumbling, I think. I believe they are. Push here. Push more units into, yeah, financial capital of Europe is done. Russia declared war on Green Russia. The free market. It is necessary to cut back on sanctions and tariffs to make Germany more attractive for companies and nations wanting the trade. And does that actually give us... Oh no, we're going to have to change that, aren't we? Probably. Whatever. Keep pushing forward, overwhelm the enemy, get it done. We can do this. The Second French Republic is fighting in India. I think the French want to unite all of India under France or something. I believe that's what the plan is. Mobile defense, unlock that. Push toward Damascus. Take everything the enemy has. Push forward here. Overwhelm these Turkish troops. Drive them back. Build more railways. Yes, we need more and more railways. That is evident. We need higher level railways also. So expand this out here. F4, please. Work on this. Oh, wait, no, it's in work in progress. Great, so get that done now. Gotta build so many railways. Just, there was none here, pre-existing at all, so we're having to build them. Expand this out here. Baghdad. connect these lines there. That should help us out. And we're building so many things. How are we pushing? Oh, okay, we did take back that. I think we did anyway. We've cut off some troops, defeat them, and the Ottomans are not having a fun time. I think it's fair to say that. Keep pushing forward. Free market is done. Let's go from free market, free trade back to... Actually, do we want to do that? We need more steel. Trade it to the USA. We're trading all of our steel away. Yeah, that is rough, but it gives us tons of factories, so it does sort of benefit us. And no national focus set. Let's do expand the artillery schools, research slot available, complete improved computing machine. I don't know. Keep pushing forward though, drive the Ottomans back. They have so many. Let me look at the casualties. We have taken 522,000. The Ottoman Empire has taken a lot less than us. We have taken so many casualties. Yeah, we really need the oil. That is what we're here for, oil. And I'm hoping it's going to pay off. Maybe it won't. I don't know. Let's get extensive conscription, though, in case we run low on manpower. Any more railways need to be built. Possibly. We have no problems with oil anymore. Actually, why are we here? What am I saying? Why are we here, then? We already have oil. We built all these refineries, so whatever. We're just doing this because we won't land, essentially. We need more puppets. That's all it boils down to. Give Army 5 some more divisions. And we have support weapons 2 unlocked. Good. Now gets mechanized research. Move this motorized division to the front. And let's go ahead and work on the motorization for these supply hubs here. And build motorization and go to trucks. Just focus all on trucks. Get it done. And trucks. There we go. Anything else I'm missing here? Trucks. Trucks. So that's going good. We need more supply hubs. I will say that. And now let's unpause. Continue advancing. We got to build more railways. They're not going as well as I thought they were. Connect this line though from Baghdad. Connect this line also up north. And we're going to be done with all these synthetic refineries soon. So that should mean we'll have more time to build tons and tons of railways. I'm thinking build that at Mosul. There we go. Unpause now again. And I can't believe we're at war with Azerbaijan. I don't know how. Whatever. So, the Ottomans they aren't even connected with Azerbaijan, but they're still part of the faction. I mean, yeah, whatever. They're a puppet of them, which is interesting. Keep pushing forward, though. Moving to Yemen. How's that going? Taking our time there. We got to overwhelm these Ottoman troops. They have no supplies, I think. That is, in fact, the issue. Push back these troops here. Take the capital of Yemen. Get more planes here deployed, maybe. Yeah, a few more squadrons should do. These are close air support. These Stukas, deploy them to the Middle East. And they are going to make a difference, probably. Overwhelm the enemy. That's all we got to do. That is the directive. And get more divisions here once we defeat Yemen. And, well, okay, cut these units off. Do that. We got to take Damascus and then maybe Jerusalem. Maybe. Not entirely sure about that, but I'm thinking that will happen. And move toward the capital here, get it done, take this province or something. Okay, you take this province, forget doing the other. And move these units forward, please, attack those guys, just distract them, cut off Yemen, or never mind, it can't be done. They stop for some reason. We have tons of manpower at this point. Let's research firefighting drills, which I don't know what that's going to do for us, but we'll do it anyway. And the Ottomans are still struggling against our numbers. Our railways are we're still having to build more railways. We have not captured some supply hubs, so that is awkward. This supply hub needs trucks or something. I don't know what the issue is. Were they building a railway? Oh, there is a supply hub there. Or not. I don't know. Build more railways, though. Connect everything. Just tons and tons of railways in in Arabia. We need more railways. There's not enough railways. Connect this to Baghdad, though. We no longer get the effect of tax surplus. Oh, well. And we should probably redo our front lines. Possibly. I don't know. Let's finish up down here in this part of Arabia. Focus on taking the enemy capital again. It's not going well. Forget this then. Yemen is making their stand. Alone. Nearly alone anyway. Get closer to Damascus, please. And deploy a panzer division to the Middle East. Going to Army 5 there. Take this province. We're really cutting off these troops and the rest of the Constantinople system. Yemen just has their troops down here now for the most part, even though there still is some troops from the Ottomans, I think, as well as the independent Vilayet of Arabia, led by King Faisal, well, Faisal I there. This is, oh, what can we do here? Focus tree, complete the optimal economy. Yes. Maximizing economical efficiencies or something like that. Let's get integrated support done. That's unlocked. And now get formation fighting. Research slots available. Complete MP43, even though that's way too advanced. It's 1940, but it will be fine. And they don't have hardly any divisions left down here, don't they? We have, like, what? We just need to overwhelm whatever's left. We gotta take out Yemen, and then we can reunite, well, bring that army down in the southwestern part of Arabia and bring it up to Palestine. The Hyderabad state was puppeted by the French, and I'm hoping we can eventually fight the French, but at the same time, I am wishing that they don't unify, wait, did we have a war goal? It expired. Never mind, we're not going to fight France. I can't justify on them if I tried. I just can't justify on them. World tension has to be 100% for justifications by democracies. Democratic states can't justify until world tension is ridiculously high. And as far as I know, no powder keg of conflict will kick off. Not too big of one, and not enough that we need to get to 100 anyway, so just keep fighting the Ottomans, though, and keep pushing here. Take the rest of this. Take this. I should have probably waited to do... Oh, wait, no. I have this focus I can just do. Yeah, we'll do that. We can puppet the French Republic whenever we want to. Okay, we'll still fight them once we get done with the Ottomans, but right now our focus is to just defeat the Ottomans. Push forward, please. Take Yemen. Take their capital. That's all you gotta do. They're going to spread out anyway. We can do this. Move more divisions down to... Well, move them to the Middle East. And here's a new army we gotta establish. Army 6. Led by that guy, so we have 5 armies at this point. Move Army 6 to border France, because we can. Modified government, let's get ourselves a fortification engineer. Railways, how are they doing? We need more of them. Yeah, I figured as much. Build the railway up here, connect the front lines, get all that done. Connect everything, please. Connect everything. Supply hub is done here. Go to, okay, fix this. Trucks. Use trucks for motorization level just so it helps out with the supply. Keep pushing in here. Supply is no longer as big of an issue as it was. Pin down this unit here and focus on driving on the capital. It's not working. Forget that then. Did we lose a couple divisions? We lost several divisions. Army, wow. Army, wait, is that right? Army 2 lost several divisions. Let me look at the losses. We've taken 700 and... Oh my goodness, that's terrible. Class of 1938, Yemen has... capitulate. We're going to get a bunch of generals. Nice. And we've lost some units. Let's merge Army 5 with... Oh, great. We lost several units. Army 2 really suffered. Move these units from Army 4 into Army 2. Army 2 is now... Army 4 is hardly anything at this point. That is a brutal defeat. And let's move all of our army into position before we begin a new offensive. And their plan is quite simple. They're going to advance toward Damascus and into Ankara and into what is it? Okay, we gotta, never mind. Let me merge this unit here with Army 4, so no more Army 6 or whatever. But we're gonna move into Anatolia and Palestine and Syria. That is the plan right now with this new offensive that will take place. Units got to get into position, though. Get all that done. It's going to take some time for units to get ready. Doctrines available. I can't believe Army 2 lost so many divisions. I guess they may have lost them in the initial terrible supply days. Keep working on this, though. Improve railways. I spent so much time improving railways. Goodness gracious. Improve the railways. I need supplies. I need tons of supplies. And our units are taking some losses, unsurprisingly. At least we're fighting on a wide front. That is a good thing as far as, I don't know, election, wartime exception. What's this about? Frankfurt Republic is in a state of war. Normally an election will be held at this time, but being in the midst of an important conflict, many argue that we cannot afford to spend time on political campaigning or a change of leadership if it should come about. Meanwhile, others claim that declaring the ongoing war a valid reason for skipping elections is the first step towards eroding German democracy. After all, letting military matters take precedence over the people's influence could be a slippery slope, and we can take care of such matters when this war is through. Yes, and the other option would have caused us to lose stability. I'm not going to risk that. And the German army still has to get into position. Doctrines available, unlock this here. Motor mechanized offensive, tons of political power. Go to Heinkel, Junkers, actually. And let me move my air force out of Arabia slightly. Focus now on, go to this air base, focus here, the Middle East. Have a lot of planes in the Middle East. Move a few planes here, though, in Arabia. Have them operate at that. That's not the air base I want them to be in. Move here. Focus on the Middle East. Get that done. Good. Is that enough? It should be enough. I think it will be. We gotta move some more planes over. Oh, we're fine now. Great. So let's get ready to advance. I need to probably split these units up for the air operations. Maybe have some focus on the Middle East still. So that's gonna be done. And research. I gotta focus. I gotta do something else in the focus tree, don't I? Yes, do train in the trenches or something. That's not right. No, I don't want to do that. Yeah, it's going to be... That's not going to be good right now. What is this about? The Bruns Schalzweg Rotsgold is officially a recognized militia. Some kind of democratic militia? Okay, get tons of democratic militia troops. We'll probably put them with Army... Make an Army 5 or something. Or actually, no, we'll give them the Army 4, which ceased to exist after we transferred the bulk of their troops to another force. Erwin Rommel is injured. Advance forward, please. Overwhelm the Ottomans. That's all you gotta do. Get it done. Advance here. Just defeat them. They have no troops. I mean, they have some troops, but we just gotta win. The Brudsbanner, Gold, Rock, Red... Okay, whatever. All these regiments are here. What is their template? The Bundesbanner Regiment. The Bundesbanner Regiment, and they are combat width of 16. Let's fix that ever so slightly. Infantry, artillery, support equipment... Support artillery, good. How are we doing with logistics? Let me check. We need more... We're low on trucks, aren't we? I am not surprised by that. Now, let's go to military factories, build tons of military factories. And we'll have to build railways again sooner than later. We gotta build some trucks, don't we? Yes, we're down so bad on trucks. Let's return to horses then. Motorization levels, oh boy. Go to this. Trucks. Trucks. I mean horses. Focus on horses. This is going to have to change. Yeah, horses have to do. And there's no supply. Well, there is one supply hub. But we're using horses now because the trucks are just... We have run out of trucks. They've been... A lot of them have been destroyed or something, or they've been used to death for supply purposes. Now switch to horses. Just use horses here. And a lot of these places aren't active fronts anymore anyway. So it should be fine. Use that. Good. And let's keep advancing forward soon enough in the near future and bring all these units to Syria and the Middle East. So 12 divisions here, go to Army 4. All those Bundesbanner regiments, there's like 12 of them, I think. And the Ottomans are holding their ground in some places, but they are losing in some others, such as whatever's left of their presence in Arabia. Yeah, it's going to be over for them. The independent Violette of Arabia is not looking too good. And with that said, we probably will have to take, say, Damascus and Jerusalem to force them to capitulate in the near future. Let's move our airplanes operating in Arabia and send them to the Middle East. So that's 2 squadrons now being shuffled around. And besides that, we have a couple things we need to do. Let's get a tank designer. Go with, say, Man here. Yeah, I think that would be good. Do all these designers do the same thing? I guess they do. Heavy tank designer. Oh, they don't. No. Okay, so let's go with the mobile tank designer then for higher max speed. Research slot available. Tons of them. Research Panzerfaust 30. That's way too far in the future. Get this researched here for armored cars. Get paratroopers unlocked. And no national focus set. Let's do Walk Among the Mountains to get a research buff for Mountaineer Tech. Doctrines available. Let's unlock Combat Unit Destruction. This will give us a buff to air superiority and agility for close air support. And Austria wants to join our war. Let's say no to that for now. And let's clean up what's left. Well, defeat whatever's left of the enemy here. And the plan is to drive, yeah, one division. They're stuck. One Turkish division. One Turkish armored division whose armor is being smashed through. So, what can we do? Get to Damascus, please. Reach Damascus. These troops here are going to be freed up, and that is the, well, part of the 5th Army. Continue advancing, please. Why are you guys stopping? Overwhelm them. They have less troops than we do. Push forward. We need more supply, probably. Let me work on railways again. So expand this here. If I can click on it. There we go. Expand that. Expand this. So that's going to help the railway situation somewhat. The supply issues. Build this up also. Keep expanding stuff. Build that up. Level it up. Level this up. What else do I need to level up? This. Good. Just continue leveling up all the railways we are constructing. Here's some more divisions. Panzer divisions. They go to Army 4. So they're being sent off to the front in Arabia. Well, Syria and Arabia. Move to Damascus, please. Take Damascus. Just reach the city in Syria and capture that for us, I beg of you. Here's some new, well, more motorized. Bring them to, well, Army 4 is now going to be reaching full capacity, so I have to make a new army group entirely. We'll just put them on guard against the French, maybe. And here is Chief of Navy. Let's go with Eric Rieder, who will have, he's a decisive battle type naval person. I definitely do need some more supplies. We got to give some divisions to Army 1 in the near future also. Yeah, we need more supplies. I need to get more trucks as well. What is this? Oh, Edelweiss regiments, mountaineers training in the Sudetenland or the Alps have proven themselves. There is no equal on the European continent. This success has been distilled into the Edelweiss regiments, a special veteran training program. Well, special veteran training meant to expand the existing program. This will give us a national spirit that will increase the Special Forces capacity multiplier. Special Forces Division training time will go up, and Special Forces won't have to worry about supply issues as much. The Second French Republic is expanding in India. I need to attack them at some point. Unlock centralized fire command, as well as whatever this is. Oh, this is air-related stuff. Key point bombing. No, go with battlefield support, which will give us more air superiority, and that could prove to be handy for our aircraft that are operating here in Syria. Aleppo is in reach also. Break through the lines, overwhelm the Ottomans. We gotta crush the Constantinople system. Move on Damascus again. Get there, please. I beg of you. Move up here toward Armenia. Just get the Trebizond. Yeah, just get there. We have units moving there now, like 4 divisions, and their goal is to just cut off these Ottoman troops here in this part of the country. That's like 4 divisions, and they are now isolated in Kars, Kyriakos, wherever this place is, and they're trapped. They're stuck, so they're going to be encircled effectively. Destroy them now. Focus on that. We're getting closer to Ankara, I would say, and the what is it? Oh, we took Damascus. Now I got to take Beirut in Lebanon. Well, I guess it is, yeah, just Lebanon. We got to get to Lebanon. Keep pushing here. Good. Well, yeah. Go forward, please. Go forward for the Frankfurt Republic. Doctrines available. Research. Well, unlock forward observers. National focus not set. Let's go with rubber for trucks. And we'll get 400 trucks from this. And we need tons of trucks. We don't need planes as much right now. Keep pushing forward. We're on the coastline. Attack these troops. Advance here. Surround them where possible. Those encircled troops and cars were destroyed, or they fell back into Armenia. Yeah, they're part of the how to say, Armenia is part of the Turkish faction, yet they aren't involved in the war for some interesting reason. Let me see here. They are special forces. I don't know. I guess it just chose not to get involved in the conflict as a whole. And we were pushed out of Damascus. That is brutal. We need more supplies, don't we? Push forward here. Overwhelm the enemy. Come on. Push forward. Gotta take Lebanon somehow. We need more supplies, I imagine. More railways to be built up. Work on that. Get all that done. Expand the railway network. Connect this one to that one. Or something like that. Hold on. I gotta fix this. So let me connect that, please. Railways. Connect that supply hub to the line we already have. Oh no, that's not right. Whoops. There we go now. Keep building up railways. Connect this line here with that one. And connect this line to up here. So all these supply hubs will be interconnected with one another. Keep advancing. Why are you guys stopping? Be more aggressive. Yeah, be more aggressive. And the whole army group will now focus on expanding outward. And why? Oh, we're surrounded in Tel Aviv temporarily. And we have tons of troops, well, like 5 divisions stuck on the border here with the Second French Republic, well, French Egypt. And these Arabian troops will be annihilated, as well as this, well, like 6 Turkish divisions have disappeared because of that. Now in the focus tree, do truck support, research slot available, get mountain infantry 2 researched, and research special forces. And let's start having Army 3 garrison more stuff here, or should we? I mean, we'll do it for now. We will do this for now, or no, let's not worry about it. Just defend the places we plan on annexing. I think that's fair to say. We are going to annex Yemen, I believe. That's the plan. Well, I recall that's the plan. Yeah, we're going to annex them, annex Yemen, and annex the independent Vilayet of Arabia. So we will have to have troops garrison that area. We do not plan on, like, say, annexing the Ottomans, but we will make them into a puppet of the Frankfurt Republic, and they'll serve Germany once we defeat them. And a ship designer, let's go with Gemina Ruft, or no, Blumenwurst, go with them. Doctrines available, we got MP-43, researched in 1940. That's pretty high-tech stuff, so let's make that now. If MP-43's here and now in 1940, that will make a difference when we fight our enemies. Once we start producing that in bulk. I'm getting the wrong resource. Norway was puppeted by Sweden. That has happened. We gotta get steel. Get all the steel we need from the USA. Free civilian factories, more railways maybe need to be built. Yes, that is the case, it seems. Work on that. Build railways, build all of this up, keep expanding forward. We have now cut off the Ottoman troops in the Middle East. We're now firmly in Anatolia, well, more so. We're approaching Ankara. Our allies keep wanting to join the war. Arabia has capitulated. The independent Vilayet is done for. And there's like a whole Turkish army stuck here in Lebanon. They're going to get encircled in this pocket by our units. And they're annihilated. All those Turkish divisions, all those Ottoman troops are gone. And let's redraw the front lines for a last offensive that should see, the last offensive that should see the Ottomans and their defenses crumble away in the face of like 96 German divisions. And we made some new infantry troops, bring them to Army 1. Good. And can we make a new army? Yes, we can. They'll establish Army Group... No, they'll join Army Group 1, but we just will have... I gotta get a commander. I can just have... This is the last army we'll have for Army Group 1. And let's have Kurt Student lead them. Give them the color of red. There we are. The next batch of divisions will join that army, which is not going to take part in the fighting against the Ottomans. Paratroopers 2, research that. Doctrines available. Unlock advanced fire bases. Free civilian factories. And the Second French Republic declared war on the Union of Britain. That may have been a mistake since they're still fighting in India, I believe. Or they were. Were they? Yeah, they're still fighting in India. I don't know what they're planning there. I don't know how many troops they had in the Indian subcontinent, but they got to deal with the Triple Alliance now, which consists of the Union of Britain, the Cooperative of Belgium, which is going to be that country's going to be a battlefield for that war, and the People's Confederation of Canada. And the British do control Calais in this world, so they started off with that state under their control, and that is going to be a rough time for the French there, I imagine. We'll attack them soon enough once our war in the Middle East is over. Drive forward. We've taken Ankara. The Ottoman army has crumbled. Let's check casualties. We have 1 million. That's quite a bit. I mean, the Ottomans have taken... The Constantinople system as a whole has taken 1.14 million. Well, 1.47 million. We've taken 1 million. So this has not been an easy war. And, it's not been like a total landslide as a victory. We have taken casualties, but we also are decisively winning at this point. Connect all these railways, please. Connect this railway to that one, that supply hub, and we'll just have a big network. I mean, it's not going to matter once we're done with this war. We're not going to be fighting Turkey or the Ottomans again. They're just going to be a puppet of Germany, effectively. Build more military factories. Focus on that for our upcoming conflict with the French. That's done now. Research slot available. Research Marines 2. And are the French making any progress? I don't know if they are. They're just sort of throwing their units at the line and seeing what's going to happen. And I wonder how powerful the British Navy is compared to the French one. I reckon it is pretty strong. Push here, advance here on Istanbul. It's interesting they're called the Constantinople system as a faction, but Istanbul is still the name of the capital. Moving here, cross over. Yeah, we got to take Istanbul. More divisions, unassigned divisions. Oh, infantry. Oh, that's a Panzer division for Kurt student. Who is going to become... Oh, it's the Czech Republic. They want to be free. Why do we make them a supervised state? Prevent that. Yeah, build up tons of infrastructure and yeah, we don't want you to become free. We need to build up tons of infrastructure in your country. Don't break away from us. We need you. And we beat the Ottoman Empire. Pass, pass, pass. You can all be our puppets. And our plan, well, the Ottoman Empire can be our puppets. Annex the Yemen. We want their resources. Yemen, take that. Take all of Arabia, including Kuwait here. Just make the borders more, I don't know. Just take Kuwait and puppet, well, liberate different countries, I guess. Rumelia, but can we just balkanize them? Can we do that? Seriously? I guess we can. They control Crimea. I didn't realize that. Cyprus, just break away so much. Satellite everything they control. Yeah, we'll do that. Kurdistan, that's going to exist now. And in turn. So we created several new states. And let's make them a supervised state, or can we? Yeah, make them a puppet state. Get that done. And there we are. Hit done. And we're finished. So the Frankfurt Republic took 11 states. The independent Vilayet of Arabia was annexed. Yemen was annexed. Macedonia is now a puppet. Crimea is a puppet. Cyprus is a puppet. Azerbaijan is a puppet. Kurdistan is a puppet. And now Turkey is a puppet of Germany. Still a pretty strong, pretty large Turkey. Meanwhile, Armenia is doing their own thing, which consists of the independent state of Azerbaijan, Chechnya and Armenia is what's left of the Constantinople system. And let's bring all of the German military home now to the Franco-German border and prepare for our clash against the French, which should be something else. Bring the entire Air Force home as well. We're done in Baghdad. Send them out now. A few planes here, like 13. What am I saying? We have like so many planes. Bring them to Bavaria. They'll just have to be spread out once they arrive there, though. And the German army, Army Group 1, will take some time to return home. In our focus tree, complete invest in Bremen. Modify officer corps, spirit of division command, go with division to flexible organization, doctrines available. Complete ground support integration. Good. And the French are, well, they're doing, I don't know. They're doing something. Third Bulgarian Empire may fight against Turkey. That's not ideal. Why are you going to do that? You're going to... whatever. They want to fight Turkey, though. That will be complicated. Move this army here. Just make an army out of this group from Army 3. Bring them up to the front. Led by Maximilian. He'll fight the... he'll be facing the... what is it? The Third Bulgarian Empire with a bunch of colonial regiments. I have faith in him not to fail. Let me just recruit more colonial regiments. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Get more of these guys, though. 8 of them in a queue, and they'll be sent off to wherever we need them to be. They'll have to go through Venice, because it's faster than going around all of Europe to get to Africa. Let's also set up an army here. Army 8. George von Kutscher is going to watch the lines here in Africa, East Africa. And his objective is quite simple, and that is just basically fight against the French when the war comes. So also get these units here, give them back a couple regiments. I gave the 7th Army 2 divisions too many. And now Army 3, garrison everything here. Yemen, Arabia, everything we basically annexed, like Lebanon, Palestine. We have German Palestine, German Lebanon, German Syria, well, German Damascus at the very least. We'll need quite a few of those colonial regiments. Give Army 7 here a front line. Does Turkey have any divisions down here? I don't think they do. I think that's a Dutch division over here in this area. Yeah, it looks like it's a Dutch division from Borneo, possibly. Army 8 has their front line established, and the French have moved some units to the border, or did they always have them there? our units have arrived to the border. Once we get done with Invest in Bremen, we will declare war on the Second French Republic with all of our allies. And the British are losing Belgium, it seems. Not good for them at all. I hope to overwhelm the French soon enough. Get these planes here, focus on France entirely, spread them out. These are too many planes in the airbase. It is absurd how many there are. So just move them to an airbase in the Rhineland, and that's like 2 squadrons there. The focus that will give us a puppet focus war goal on the Second French Republic will take 70 days, so we will have to wait a little bit, and I'm hoping in the meantime the Triple Alliance can just maintain their position, although they may not because they've already lost Calais. But on the bright side, the French, I think, are coming to the realization that we will attack them, and we'll see how they react to our advances in Africa, as well as in, I don't know, other places. If these guys never attack Turkey, I'm going to have to send I got to send the 7th Army down here in Egypt. When are they going to be ready to attack Turkey? I may leave it up to, say, Macedonia. I could do that. Macedonia is our puppet. The Second French Republic declared war on Mauritania, and that is a big Macedonia. I did not realize that. That's pretty... This was the Violette of Romilia, I think, before we released them, so they have Herzegovina, Montenegro, Albania, and Macedonia. Interesting. No national focus set. Let's now do in that pseudo-democracy. And actually, let's move Army 7 over to here on the border with French Egypt and prepare to move in, and hopefully they'll do well with Army 8. And let me go ahead and make a new army group. So we have Gerd van Ronstadt here. He'll lead that 2nd Army group, which will have Army 7 and Army 8. He will fight in Africa, basically. And when Bulgaria declares war on Turkey, we'll send something that way. The Second French Republic declared war on Mali. Mauritania fell. It didn't take them long at all. I think Mali has more divisions, though. I'm just hoping the French can get too distracted doing everything. French North Africa. We need to worry about French North Africa. Mauritania was annexed. Let me move some more divisions around. I may have to get rid of all of Army 3, possibly. Let me go ahead and deploy all these infantry divisions, establish more armies overseas, and just build up a force that can threaten France on every possible conceivable front we'll face them on. So Army 9, bring them to Hassan Montofel will lead them, bring them down here to Morocco, and get them ready to attack French North Africa when possible. Also deploy, give him all those colonial regiments as well. He has like 1 province, which is a problem, but we'll have to work with that. Just set up inside the Ifini, whatever. Just set up there and get ready to attack French North Africa. And the plan is quite simple. Just advance outside the province, and we will be fine. And why does the Netherlands have military access with the French? I don't get it. Did they leave our faction? Oh, they did. No, they didn't. I'm confused. Oh, they gave them volunteers. That explains a lot. How are those railways doing? Build more stuff and build more things in Bohemia. Make them happy so they don't leave our faction. They can't be allowed. Build more stuff. Or did they become free? What's the deal? We need to build more railways. Manage subjects. This is why I don't like supervised states. It's between them going free or them trying to be annexed. That is... We can't even annex them anyway, whatever. And now, how's this focus doing here? We have, in that pseudo-democracy will take about almost 50 days. So in the meantime, we should be pretty well set up for an invasion of France. And the Triple Alliance is struggling in Wallonia at this point in time. And do we invite our allies to this war? I don't know. I'm considering it. We could start our initial attack. We could distract them with our allies, possibly, but then they'd get some land. I don't know, I had to consider that. And how are we doing here? We have so many divisions spread about. Marines 2 is done. Now complete this here. Expanded Special Forces program, do that. And is there anything we can do in India at all? Do we have any land here at all? I guess not. We could No, we can't do nothing there. Can we move on this province? I don't think we're connected to Guangzhou at all. Yeah, we can't worry about that. Just can't get there. Meanwhile, the Dutch will be fighting the French in in Dutch East Indies territory, I suppose, so they'll possibly be doing that if they want to join the war. Oh, and Sweden joined our faction. I just realized that. The United Kingdom of Sweden and Norway is part of the Kiel Accords at this point, and the Second French Republic keeps trying to expand in Africa. It's going kind of well, maybe? I have no idea. They took out Mauritania. They haven't beat anyone else, though. Doctrines available. Air Doctrine. Complete. Unlock. Naval Strike Torpedo Tactics. And do we need to establish more air wings? I'd say yes. Do that now. Get, say, 100 fighters here. Set them up. Send them out to France. Hopefully this should be enough to overwhelm them. I'm hoping anyway it is. Here's some more divisions. Send them to Army 7. I am very curious how tough the French defenses will be in Africa. Very curious. And doctrine is available. Air Doctrine. Do strategic destruction. Now, how much longer do we gotta wait? A couple more weeks. And the French are unable to drive the Triple Alliance out of Liège. Apparently, it took Brussels and Antwerp, but they can't just take them out they still have, British troops are still hanging out here. Maybe it's because they have armored divisions in those areas, I don't know. In our focus tree, start building more guns, these MP-43s. And I probably need to research the newest stuff in military, airplanes. For fighter aircraft, I need more advanced fighter aircraft. Can we declare this war yet, please? I'm just dying of anticipation. Germany is ready for this. We have 96 divisions watching the French border in Europe alone. And there's an advance there. One of our commanders fell ill. Can the cooperative please stay alive a little bit longer? We'll send divisions in. We want to get this done. We have 98 divisions, I'm pretty sure. Let's begin the war. This is it. The Pacto Ajaccio versus the Kiel Accords and the Triple Alliance. I don't know, do we do it though? Declare war. I'll consider. If they ask to join, I'll let them join. Move in, please, now. Get it done. Everybody move in, begin the orders. Push outward. And Sweden wants to join the war. I say yes. If they ask to join, I'll let them join. Push forward. How are we doing in Europe? Not very well. Okay, this is going not as well as expected. Anybody who wants to join will be allowed to join. And now, let's continue to carrier experiment. Okay, they all want to join. Netherlands will join the war. Call them in. Call in the Republic of Turkey. Call in the Republic of San Marco. Call in the Republic of Milan. And call in the Czech Republic, who has yet to break away from us. Call in the Republic of Macedonia. Good. And let the attacks begin in the Low Countries. And we've called in all the Kiel Accord members, basically, to this conflict. We are having some successes, but also some failures. It looks like the USA wants to send us some volunteers. I will say yes to that proposition. That will be 6 divisions that can help us out in this conflict against the French. And I think, with all that said, I'm going to end part 2 of this playthrough series here. You can check out Aeternum of Nations in the video description. A link to the mod is there. If you enjoyed the video itself, make sure to like and subscribe.